on October 29th. Let's chat about a couple other things that are going on right now. Win or lose, this is going to be your last fight before joining the BFL Pro Division. There are a lot of interesting matchups in 2017 on the pro roster. You have history with some of them, specifically Craig McLean and Kevin Kellerman. Let's start off with Craig McLean. He was the BFL Bantamweight champion just like you. He beat you a few years ago in a different promotion, but you guys are both completely different fighters now. How do you think you would match up again with him now with all the improvements that you made to your game?
I think I would match up a lot better than when we first fought. I took the fight on short notice, very short notice. I was supposed to be fighting someone else. I was 0-2 at the time, and I hadn't mentally really found my own ground, I guess. The crowds bugged me. The pressure of losing in front of people bugged me. Everything. I got a lot of respect for Craig. I've seen him at all the events. I talked to him. He's a really cool guy. That being said, I mean, going into pro division, you got to be willing to fight anyone. So I am, but that's someone that I do have a lot of respect for. And if the fight happens, then the fight happens. But I'm not going to talk a bunch of shit about the guy because I actually like him.
Now, a more likely opponent for your pro debut is Kevin Kellerman, another guy who held the amateur belt, and he won that belt beating your brother Bradley. Is all the hatred and animosity between you guys because of that fight, or what is the real reason you guys dislike each other so much? So is it safe to say that the matchup you prefer for your pro debut?
Definitely. I'm looking forward to being able to get that fight. I don't like Kevin at all. And it actually has nothing to do with him and Brad fighting. Him and Brad have fought twice. What it is Kevin's a mouthpiece and he doesn't know when to shut up. So I can help him shut up.
Gotcha. Now let's talk about your upcoming title unification bout. Without question, you are the most decorated striker in the division, and he's the best wrestler in the division. His last BFL fight, he faced a guy who we were just talking about in Kevin Kellerman. He was able to dominate that fight with good timing on his takedowns. Some people say Kellerman had an off night, but Ali has been able to do that to almost all his opponents in BFL. Take guys down and stay away from submissions. Are you at all concerned that he might take you down and get a decision victory over you in this fight?
Definitely not. I actually think that's the wrong description of his style. I've seen his fights. His first fight he won with a really quick guillotine. His second fight, he lost to Terrence Chan actually by being taken down and being controlled on the ground. His fight with Kevin, I think Kevin gassed and was in bad shape. Maybe he didn't take the fight serious enough. I don't know. But after the first round, Ali did exactly what Kevin tries to do to people. He took Kevin down and rode him. I also don't think Kevin has very good defense off his back. My brother took Kevin down in the third round and controlled the whole third round against him. Almost finished him with different submissions. The other 4 rounds, Kevin was able to work his game plan. So I don't think Ali's the best wrestler. My last opponent was labeled as the top wrestler in the division. Everyone I fight is going to shoot, so I train for basically these fights all in the same way. I know I can stand and bang with people, but I also know that they're not going to, so.
Now, although you guys hold belts at this time, a lot of guys in your camp consider you as the clear favorite in this fight and think that you'll be able to implement a lot of damage and stop Ali early. Is there any chance of overconfidence and that you're looking past this fight?
No, I mean, I take every fight serious. I lost my first 3 fights in a row, so I don't really overlook people. Anyone can catch you with anything at any time. But I've also had, this is going to be my 21st amateur fight split up between boxing, kickboxing, and MMA. And, like, I'm not scared. The crowd doesn't bother me. As soon as the music plays, like, I'm all in. It's a good feeling for me. And as people are starting to learn, I can grapple, I can do jiu-jitsu, I can wrestle if I have to. So I don't think I'm overlooking the fight, but I also think that most people overlook the fact that they're just going to take me down and control me.
Okay.